Jobber Bros, episode 6 of Jobber of the Week. We've been a little absent here. We've had our own stuff going on, but we are back and ready to rumble. What's going on today, Donnie?
Well, not much there, Mr. Rude. Just trying to relax after a long day. Got some of Steve Austin's own Broken Skull IPA. First time. Well, the other day was my first time having it, but this is it's good. I like it. Go buy it.
It's good shit. Yep. Broken Skull IPA and Broken Skull Lager. Shout out to Stone Cold. Amazing beer.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So we are going over our Jobber of the Week number 6 tonight. Number 6. And we are giving it to none other than from AEW Dark Elevation last week. Jody Threat. Jody Threat put up a really good fight. Clap it up. She put up a great fight against Athena, the fallen goddess, but came up short. It was a true jobber performance. Again, round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Jody Threat. Was a wild match. Was a longer match than normal for a jobber. I'd have to say. I went back and rewatched it tonight, and it was a long match, but was a great match. And there's a little bit of controversy surrounding the match because Athena went fucking ham on this Jody Threat towards the end there, and we'll get into that.
Yeah,
but yeah, what are your general thoughts before we really dive into this match here?
I mean, yeah. So I watched some of it. I mostly watched some clips of it, and it was a good, one of the better jobber matches you could watch. Definitely a good match for Athena, and I believe that she Threat put out a tweet saying that they were in her hometown, that she got was really loved and welcomed by everybody in AEW, which we hear a lot of, and had a nice welcome from the crowd, and then got the shit kicked out of her at towards the end there. So, but I mean, all in all, you could. It doesn't get much better than that. A jobber that's going to put somebody over that well.
Right. Yeah, no, it was a great match. Made Athena look really good. Made Athena look really strong. Although, despite the booze, which we'll get into, due to being in Jody Threat's hometown, she got a massive array of booze, Athena. But besides that, it was crazy. I just realized my mic is like all the way over here. Good God, I'm all over the place tonight. In any case, make sure that's all good and dandy. Anyways, let's get ready to the match. We had Paul White and Daddy Magic on commentary, as always. Normally for Dark Elevation, we got that dynamic duo here. Jody Threat doesn't get an entrance on YouTube. Rather, only Athena gets the entrance, coming in with her metal wings. So she comes in, does her all flashy stuff, whatever, what have you, and then Jody Threat attacks her from behind while Athena's on the ring, on the ropes, and she's doing her shit. Get some good offense in for a good solid minute. Jody gets some good offense in. Hits her with the knees while she's on the ropes. Goes for the pin, doesn't get a 1 count. It's not even a 1 count. Was not even close. Still hammering in on the offense. And then a massive clothesline by Athena. Like, absolutely massive. Decks her. Destroys her. Crowd's booing like fucking crazy. They hate it. They want to see their hometown hero, Jody Threat, get the win. Clearly, it's not going to happen. Jody is a jobber. But in any case, so far, I mean, I think she has potential to get into the, main event scene eventually. She seems pretty young. I couldn't really judge her age. Couldn't really gauge it by how she looked from when I was watching. But I think she's got some time, and I think she could really elevate to maybe potential. She did great.
Yeah, I mean, even from everything that I watched, like I said before, it was a great match. She did everything a jobber was supposed to do, plus more. And then she wasn't even salty about anything after the match. She was just so happy about how much love she got in her hometown from a crowd like that, and to um, piggyback off of your statement saying that she's got some potential and can see her in the main event scene. I'd like to see her more on Dynamite. I know AEW likes to pull people from the town they're in to have a one or two match kind of thing, um, depending on the city that they're in, and then we don't really see too much of that person again until they're in that city again, or if they need somebody to fill in, a couple weeks down the road. But I would definitely like to see more of her and get into the women's division and get on Dynamite. I think a presence like hers could really be used um, in that arena in maybe say a year where she's maybe not so green in front of a big crowd and live television. But she's
Right.
definitely 100% got a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah. She looked great this entire match. Um, Nonetheless, all right. So Jody gets back on the offense. Sit down slam to Athena. Gets a 1 count this time, as opposed to the first time she tried pinning her, didn't even get a 1 count. So she actually got a 1 count that time. Um, so it's back and forth, back and forth. Fucking Jody goes for a dive in the corner, missed, hits the turnbuckle, and that's the beginning of the end here. So her from Athena, that's just the beginning of the brutality here. Her beginning of the end. Stiff fucking forearms. And this is the shit that you've probably seen on YouTube, or clips that's been going around circulating on the internet. This is
Yeah.
where it all started. Stiff fucking elbows, stiff kicks, taking fucking Jody to the ground. Matt, it's brutal. It's brutal. Like, go look it up. We can't put it on this for copyright reasons. We don't want to get taken down. But you can put up a picture just to see this elbow shot that Athena's given this girl. So it's fucking brutal. And once she got up off of her, Jody's just like nodding. Like they pan the camera to Jody, and Jody's like, all right, you gonna play like that? Like it seemed like Athena was working a little harder than she should have, as opposed to the blows.
A lot of people were speculating that she was mad that she was doing a match on Dark that week and not Dynamite. That was kind of the rumor going around, that Athena was pretty pissed she didn't make it to one of the TV shows for last week.
Yeah, yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, she was in NXT for a while in WWE, and she came up to the main roster for a little bit. Didn't really do much at all. Nothing noteworthy. Nothing
No.
outstanding. And she's a great wrestler. So I mean, I get the frustration, but you don't take it out on a local talent. Like I feel like that's not the professional way to go, and I don't think that's going to put you in a better seat with Tony Khan, if you will. If what we were seeing and what we're looking at is the truth, if unless she's a really fucking good worker and like those are not actual hard heavy hits, which pretty sure they were. Um,
They probably were, but we also know, like, the matches we've seen from Athena, we know her to be a pretty damn good worker.
right.
But there's listen, you put good worker and pissed off, mix it together in the same cup, you're gonna get pure brutality that is excellent for YouTube, television, whatever you want, and is going to give you a great match and a controversial one. You're not going to have a great match without some kind of controversy somewhere. So I think it was a half and half kind of thing, where it's like she was really trying to put on a good show and do some good work with a person that she realized was going to work hard for her, and a little bit of pissed off.
Yeah. So I just went a little bit next level and beat the actual shit out of her. But
Yeah, that drop kick on the outside of the ring into the barricade was nasty.
right, yeah, no, we're getting there. So
Sorry, I'm
she
jumping
fucking
ahead a little bit.
No, you're good. So yeah, Athena ends up, getting her, grabbing her, getting her in the, locking her up and launching her over the fucking ropes, and she had a hard landing on the outside of the ring,
Yeah,
and she didn't let up there. Outside there, just like you just said, missile drop kick into the fucking guardrail. That was brutal as well. It was just back to back. Like I was just like, I'd be probably dead. If not dead, I'd be paralyzed, laying in the ground, and being like, "All right, throwing, waving the white towel there."
that's it.
It was rough. So, and again, even after that, especially like there was booze earlier in the match, but after that, it was a
Yeah,
massive roar of booze for Athena, which I don't think, unless I missed a memo, AEW is not going for. They want Athena to be more of like a face. So I don't know what kind of play they're trying to do with this, but if they're trying to kind of move her towards the heel side of things after what's happened so far,
yeah.
but it was a barrage of booze.
Yeah, it definitely was crazy. The clips that I watched, the boos were, bro. You could barely hear the announcers. Like the boos were so goddamn loud. I mean, and you got hometown hero getting her ass beat, and just like me, you, and 900,000 other people don't know if that was her just being pissed off or her just doing some straight good work. Like so it's like to the naked eye, it's damn, she looks pissed and just beating the shit out of somebody and giving some stiff hits. So that's probably why people booed, because it definitely looked like she went overboard, 100%. But who really knows?
Yeah, only time will tell to see if we ever know about what transpired here. But to finish up what happened, after despite the massive booze, Athena rolls Jody back into the ring. Jody kind of gets some quick offense again, goes for a quick roll up. Athena counters, um, misses a kick, misses a drop kick to Jody. Jody goes for another quick roll up, gets a 2 count this time. So that's almost unheard of for jobbers getting a 2 count. So I was like applauding right then and there. I was like, "Get it, girl! Let's go! Let's see this W! Let's go! Let's see if you can dethrone Athena! Let's fucking go!" But of course not. Athena gets some more offense in, hits her with her finisher, 1, 2, 3, and game over. And that was it. So of course, applauded by massive boos. So if you
Yeah.
can even call it applauded, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just the match itself can speak. I know we've spoken about this before, how there's like different, levels of jobbers. There's jobbers that go out there and it's just to fill a couple minutes, get, the bell rings, power bomb, pin 1, 2, 3, it's over. And then there's the jobbers, super jobbers that I like to call them, that have that talent and can go the extra mile. And that's what we saw. It was great. It was an all around excellent match from both sides, from giving a beating to taking a horrendous beating to being able to get back, turn around, get a 2 count, and unfortunately lose. But kudos.
Yeah, and it really speaks volumes in the fact that like if Athena was throwing stiff shots at her and like really like fucking hurting her and
Mm.
not being like a good safe worker, which I think she was being safe but pushing the boundary, like really, really
Yeah,
playing the line there. But nonetheless, Jody Threat kept it professional the entire time. Like a true, I say this all the time in all the jobber of the weeks, but like a true jobber, kept
yeah,
it fucking real, 100%. She knew what her job was, to put Athena over, no matter what it took. She was getting paid that night to put her over, and despite the beating she got, she put her over.
well,
And
right, and she's the new kid on the block. So what are you gonna do? Throw a hissy fit and prove that you and then it proves she can't take a couple shots or go
mhm,
through a beating like that and come out on top?
right.
No. No, you're gonna take the beating. You're gonna move on. Then when you get to the back, that's when you have your conversations and can get a little riled up. But she, as you said, true jobber, true professional.
If anything, the beatings make her look better.
Yeah, agreed.
And the way she handled it, that makes her look good for other promotions, not even just AEW. They're gonna look at that and be like, okay, so she's gonna get fucking the shit kicked out of her, and be able to continue the match and not hold a grudge, not fight back, not throw another stiff shot back. Like that made her look really good, and I think I definitely see some good potential in her. I could see her maybe. I don't. Who knows with AEW nowadays? I don't really know if she'd end up there. But
Mm,
maybe like Impact or fucking even NXT. I mean, you could see. She looked really good the whole match. So I could definitely see her elevating to some
yeah,
national wide television programming.
yeah, absolutely. I can definitely see her on an Impact type show. I could see her on AEW. You know, we just have to see where it goes and when and what happens down the road with Miss Threat.
Yeah, but nonetheless was a long jobber match, but we're not biased to any jobbers.
Nope.
We don't only count the short 2-3 minute match jobbers as our jobber of the weeks. We assess the situation, review all jobbers, and make our conclusion. And that is who our jobber of the week is.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and like I was saying before, we I call them super jobbers. There's somebody that's just going to keep putting that person over and over again, and that's what we saw. Those are the special type of jobbers. There's a special category somewhere over here for them. There's a select few that that come out with that get put into that category, and she is absolutely one of them.
Absolutely.
Good night.
In any case, that will wrap it up for us tonight. At least for this episode. We're gonna do another
Yeah.
one right after this. But appreciate y'all for
Absolutely.
tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe if you like the content. If you like us, giving praise to these lovely jobbers that are providing us great content and fueling the wrestling industry. My name is Johnny. My name is Johnny Rude.
And I am Donnie Smokes.
And we will catch you in the next one. Peace.